Yo, what is going on, y'all? I'm Cavell Anderson, and we are back with another Veve and Ecomi video, and we're going to be looking at a Omi holder with 10 million Omi right now. So, I mean, I guess he's going to be going over some of his losses and what his bag looking like right now. Like, because my man's got to be down a lot of money right now. So, yeah, we're going to be checking it out, seeing what he got to say. Be sure to drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to his channel, and let's see what he has to say, man.
And guys, it's Wannabe Champ here, aka Dan DC. Welcome to today's YouTube video. We are going to be talking about Omi. Basically, I have 10 million Omi, which I'm going to share with you, which you can see down here. I'm eating poop on it. We're going to talk.
Let's take a look at that.
Million Omi.
Oh, and Wannabe, my bad, bro. I still haven't checked out that video. I know you tweeted me a video. I didn't get to check it out. I don't know. A lot of stuff came up, but I'm going to still check that out. I have to go back through my likes. I liked it, so I remember.
Which I'm going to share with you, which you can see down here. I'm eating.
Let me see. So market value, 15K. Net cost, 40K. And you're down 24K right now. Oh, my goodness. Why? Why?
On it. We're going to talk about the double drop, the May update and monthly updates, and we're just going to read through this fully together. Also a trade breakdown as well, just to kind of help you guys learn and earn on terms of like analysis and breakdowns, which we had a the giveaway update. Also signals, market updates, and any other news updates as well. So just to kind of start with, ultimately we're just going to be talking about Omi. Right now I am invested in Omi. I have around 10 million Omi tokens, which ultimately I'm eating poop on at the moment on my portfolio at the moment. So you can see here, I'm just being transparent with the Omi homies. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, but I guess there's nothing to lose. I in total have bought 40,202 of the Omi tokens, and I've got 10.23 million Omi tokens. So right now I'm down 24,808, and if we convert that roughly, it's about $35,000 I am down on current investment, which is, you know, it is what it is. I'm not really too bothered because that's what investing is. I just generally think that price is reflecting, you know, the investors just being, or the short-term investors anyway, being frustrated. You know, ultimately, as an example, I feel like they have overpromised and not delivered. Ultimately, you're supposed to underpromise and overdeliver. And what I mean by that is, you know, prime examples. I'm not trying to hate on Omi or anything like that. I'm just trying to give you facts. I'm still massively bullish on Omi, hence why I've bought more, and I'm still going to buy more. But facts are facts, you know. I'm being real. I'm not paid by Omi. I'm not any affiliation with Omi. I just want to give it to you guys real, and you know, it's my thoughts as well. The fact is, ultimately, they said there were new exchanges coming. That didn't happen. Yes, they've moved to immutable, which is a good step to that. But I feel like if you're going to say it to us, you should definitely stick to your word, right? Another example was new exchanges. That didn't happen. New drops. That didn't happen. They said 2 drops a week consistently. That didn't happen. What else was there? May was a new exchange. That didn't happen. There's, you know, time and time again, and that's why, you know, even unfortunately, you know, even Kay said you got to take what David Yu says with a pinch of salt. Yes, it's social media, but in my personal opinion is he shouldn't really be saying these kind of things anyway. I mean, yes, he's a great businessman. Veve's a great app, whatever it may be, but why comment and why reply with maybe not so much false information, but maybe you should clarify it. And even if you don't clarify, you should come out and say why. So for example, he was saying May for the new exchange and it didn't happen. You could just say, okay, yes, there were technical difficulties. He could easily have just said, okay, this was the reason why we haven't moved to a new blockchain yet. The new exchanges don't accept GoChain. We're going to use Ethereum. So that is coming in the next few months. I think people would be a lot more happier with that type of explanation.
I mean, I definitely agree. I actually spoke to somebody recently about this, and they pretty much felt the same way. People are strongly against hearing things, getting excited about it, and then it's not coming true. Me personally, I think my take on a lot of what happens, a lot of the setbacks and things like that, is that they'll plan to do something. David has been excited from the beginning. The thing is, in the beginning, when his excitement, it led somewhere. It led to big announcements and things like that. David has basically done the same thing from the jump. The thing is, now things are getting in the way. So I think that it's stuff out of their control, and it's not stuff that they can really explain, personally. I don't feel like they could explain this stuff, because you get to a point where you're either throwing licensors under the bus or you're throwing exchanges under the bus, and it's like you can't. The only thing that you will be able to say is it's not coming. And I mean, nobody's going, like, what's the point of saying it's not coming, or it's not coming right now, if obviously it doesn't come, so we know it's not coming? Like, what type of post could he say? Something came up. Like, do you want to just hear him keep saying something came up? This is the licensing industry. At any point in time, a licensor can give you the go-ahead, then call you an hour before the drop is supposed to drop and say, yo, we don't want this drop, hold off. And you just have to take that. You have to, like, they would have to literally, if a licensor did that, they would have to stop everything that they're doing, stop the planned drop, and they probably wouldn't throw the licensor under the bus. They probably wouldn't throw them under the bus at all, because that would be bad for business in the future. So they would be the ones looking bad out here. They would be the ones having to take that hit from the community, because I mean it's just bad business for them to put it off on what probably actually happens in some of these scenarios. So the one thing that I do like about Veve and the team is that they are very respectful when it comes to their licensors. You don't have any footage of them saying anything bad, questionable, or even really putting blame on anyone they're working with ever. As much heat as they take, as much people are pissed, as much as people come after them, you don't see them pointing fingers outside of themselves. You always see them taking accountability for everything that goes on and everything that goes wrong. And I think that personally, when you look at it from that perspective and you look at how they're moving as businessmen, I got a lot more respect for them, and I got a lot more trust in them, because that's how you're supposed to move, because that's what's best for the business. Yeah, you may have a few people upset in the short term, but in the grand scheme of things, as long as you're saving these relationships, and then these businesses, like these other businesses, if they do something that impacts your business and you make them feel comfortable with how you handle it, which obviously these guys have decades working with these famous, like most powerful brands in the world. They know how to move. They know what they're doing. So, yeah, I feel like certain things they just can't share with everybody. I don't feel like, I feel like as an investor, especially when you're this early, like for instance, if let's say you invested in Tesla early and they didn't have a battery for their Tesla, I feel like it would be distasteful for Tesla to come out and make a statement and blame the battery manufacturers or something like that. Be like, the battery manufacturer is not working with us. They're not giving us the product quick enough. Like, just sit here and pointing fingers. It would be like, we're like what can you actually say to make it better? Like, it's not really much you can say to make it better. So that's kind of like a bad example, but y'all get what I mean. It's like, you can't always please everyone. And me personally, I would rather them be pleasing I would rather them please the licensors and please the exchanges more so than trying to please investors and give us what we want. That's just my personal stance on it. I want to be able to make money off the Veve users. So as long as those relationships to give the Veve users that great experience that the Veve users are going to love, that's all I care about, because ultimately that's going to get me my money that I want. So, I mean, I get the frustration, though. I definitely identify with the frustration, because I don't know. Some people think that I'm not down too. I'm down in this investment just like everybody else. But, yeah, anyway, that's just my thoughts on it.
It's just that type of management and managing expectations, in my opinion. Same thing with drops. 2 drops is not happening because we've had so many more users than we could handle. And we haven't, encountered that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to develop our app, and then we're going to do that. Now, they have said some of these things, but not directly for.
Another thing is, like, a lot of the stuff that people are concerned about, these are not the questions that's being asked. Because these guys hop in chats a lot. They have a chat today coming up. They have a chat today coming up on Discord. So the thing is, it's not that they won't answer these questions. No one is asking these questions, because the people who jump in there, 9 out of 10, the people who jump in there with the team members, they don't really ask tough questions. They really are just happy to be there. And we don't, like, what we need is the people who are mad, upset, and toxic coming to these events and showing up, so you can get the answers that you're looking for and get the comfort that you're looking for. And not necessarily wannabe. This is not about him at all. I'm talking about all the haters out there, all the people who are coming across as haters. Because if you move a certain way, if you leave a negative comments every video, whether you're an actual hater or not, you're going to come across as a hater. So you all are the people who need to be hopping in these chats and actually talking to the team and getting some responses and answers to your questions, because they do actually come and answer whatever people ask. The thing is, people just ask random questions that really don't benefit anybody, and then you're stuck in a position where it's like, they don't really answer these questions, like they're never asked these questions. And like if you're talking about out of the millions of messages and stuff that they get sent, them seeing they're not gonna see every tweet, they're not gonna see every question. If you put them on the spot in the middle of these little interviews and stuff, or where you can ask questions, like, then you'll get some answers. But I feel like it's not fair to hold it against them necessarily, because yeah, they may know that it exists, but we haven't seen them duck one of these questions. At the point where I will agree that people can start getting mad and shitting on them would be the point where they're asked one of these questions and they just completely duck it or something like that. But they don't really do that. They answer what they're asked. It's only the people just ask shitty questions apparently.
Fully out into the public. They've done like interviews here and there, but there's no specific full-on disclaimer with an update of those. If there has, then I apologize, I may have missed it, but I stay up to date with Omi and I haven't seen any of those just as yet. And even Kay was saying take it with a pinch of salt, because time and time again we're just getting disappointed, I guess we could say. But enough of the negative news. Let's go on the positive side of things. Ultimately, I'm still bullish on this. It's a great price to buy. Yes, it could come lower. Price can always come lower. But I generally believe that this is, they've got a great use case. They've got a great app. They've got great.
Yo, Wannabe. I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, I definitely have a question. We have token unlocks coming up. The VVverse is not supposed to be coming till the end of the year. So without factoring that in, obviously, since that can't be factored in anyway, how do you feel about this price? Like, is there a way where, like, with the move to Ethereum, like, they're going to be leaving tokens behind? Where do you think this price can go from where it's at right now with these token unlocks happening? Because I think we have, 3 more left? So, I mean, if the last token unlock that happened just dropped us down this far, how much farther can we, if we got to go through this 3 more times, it's not that much place to fall, to be honest. So, like, I definitely want to hear your thoughts and opinion on that for sure, because yeah, it's that's kind of scary for a lot of people, man. Kind of scary.
Brands, they've got a great partnership. They've got a great token. Once the whole crypto market starts to pick up a bit more with Bitcoin potentially moving forward, I think we're going to get a hold onto the upside. Now we've been, we're sitting on this level for nearly a whole month now. July they will be going off to the Comic-Con, and end of June, August, they're also doing the NFT Tokyo International. I think there's international licensing globally, so there's going to be more marketing. They're going to be potentially doing more announcement. July is going to be really cool because they're going to be multiple drops that week, and also they're doing anime drops, which I'm a massive fan of anime, so I'm excited about that. So that's a little bit of, a rant / update on what's going on at the moment. And obviously I have 10 million Omi tokens and I'm eating shit on it at the moment. And I'm probably going to maybe buy more. I don't know. There's better opportunities right now, but, I just wanted to share with you because, I don't know, maybe that's transparency. Make sure you guys subscribe more, like the video, watch the video. And we're based on watch time. So if you guys can basically like, share and subscribe. If you share the video and one of your friends watches my video, that really helps my channel grow massively, so I'd really, really appreciate it.
All right, so there we have it. That was the first 5 minutes. I think he's going to go into some of the updates and stuff, and probably a lot of the stuff that I've already covered on this channel, but he has different perspectives and things like that, so be sure to go check him out and subscribe to him. I'm going to end it here, but definitely hit him up and let him know that I would like to see him make a video speaking on where he thinks the price is going to move with the token unlocks, and what has to happen for us to really not be out here in a bad situation with these token unlocks happening, or are these upcoming token unlocks not going to be as impactful as the first one, which I don't know why they wouldn't be, because that's going to be putting billions more Omi into circulation, if I'm understanding this correctly. So yeah, I think that by default things are going to get a lot worse, and even with the promotion and marketing and stuff like that they're doing, that's not going to get new investors. That's going to get new people using the app, which, yes, that comes with a lot of token burns, but I don't think that that's going to be pushing the price too heavily in the short term. But I don't know. That's just some of my thoughts. I think that even, let's say they get 10 million people on the VV platform. Congratulations, but that's not 10 people buying Omi. That's 10 people buying gems. And yeah, the only connection there is the burns. The burns makes things more valuable, And then even still, for us to get a good burn, for us to get the good amount of burn that we need to really see something good, like in order for us to get that burn, they're going to need a lot of content. And one thing that they haven't shown is that they can produce tons and tons of content. So yeah, I mean, definitely a lot of questions at this point, a lot of unanswered questions. But I would definitely like to see his technical analysis on what the unlocks, what type of implications we can see from the unlocks happening in the future here. So yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. Be sure to check him out, subscribe to the channel, drop that thumbs up, and yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one, fam. Peace out, Joe.